That is quite literally the toughest time I've ever had making a bed in my entire life. I hear people talking about how hard it is to make up a bed with a duvet, and I never believe them. I'm like, how hard could it really be? But this bed has humbled me because that took me like half an hour. All right, I'm gonna sit up so we can like properly have an introduction here. Is that better? Hi, welcome back. Or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla, if that wasn't already obvious. And we're in Panama. How freaking exciting is that? I like to think that I lead a pretty non-traditional life, hence why we're in Panama right now. I'm in like a kind of odd, weird in-between space here because it's not exactly vacation. Like it's not your traditional vacation, but I definitely wouldn't call what I'm doing working like by any stretch of the imagination. The whole reason that I came here is to take Spanish immersion classes. And so I'm doing that for 4 hours out of the day. One-on-one, me and one teacher just yapping, yada, 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 back and forth in Spanish. But after class and in my other free time that I have on the weekends and stuff, I've been trying to explore the city. I'm gonna try my best to have a productive morning. The mornings always seem to fly by. So I have to get to class at 1. It's 9:09 a.m. So I have about 5 hours. It's more like 4.5 because I spend a little half hour before class getting ready. We're gonna call it 4.5 hours. So I think we should make a list because lists are my best friend and they've never done me wrong. I need to make breakfast. I wanna spend some time editing my video. I really wanna get my week of mornings video out by the end of this week. I have so much content just sitting in the queue right now. So I'm gonna tell myself I want to rough edit day 1 and 2. I need to do my homework. I have homework every day from Spanish school and I like that because I'm trying to get like the absolute most out of this as possible. The whole reason I'm here is to take classes, and so I would hate to come here and leave not more fluent. Wait, I would hate to leave here. I would hate to leave here not more fluent than I came. Yes. And then if I can, before I go, I would love to sneak in a little workout. That's gonna be interesting. Hopefully I can go work out and bring you with me because I tried to work out the other day. I swear I was in there for maybe 20 or 25 minutes and I was gasping. I was gasping for air. I could not breathe. It's so humid here. And I just felt like it was like, I don't know. I felt like the air was like suffocating me. I haven't been back to the gym since. But anyways, hopefully I can make it to the gym today and get all this done the next 4.5 hours before I get to class. I've had to change my smoothie process quite significantly. I guess my ingredients quite significantly since I've gotten here. I always do a ton of banana because I feel like it helps make it sweeter. And then usually I do strawberries. Wait a minute, these little smoothie recipe instructions are moving faster than my fingers can move. Okay, then I do strawberries, but the first time I went to the grocery store here, I didn't see a bag of just strawberries, but I did see a strawberry berry mix, and usually I do add raspberries, so I was like, why not? I also usually do frozen spinach, which I feel like you really cannot taste at all. And they didn't have frozen spinach there, so I got this. This is not as good. There's a lot in here. Broccoli, kale, pineapple, cucumber. So I pour like part of the bag in there, and then I put the rest away because I'm like, I'm trying to do something healthy for myself, but I also can only take so much. A girl can only take so much. And then finally, I'm putting some kiwis in there because usually I have about 2 kiwis a day for the fiber. Oh, that's not finally. Finally, they only have unsweetened almond milk here. And honestly, that makes me feel really fat and like gluttonous as an American because I've only ever gotten sweetened almond milk and I didn't even know it was sweetened until I saw this and it said unsweetened. And I was just like, you know, us Americans, we put sugar in everything. And I wasn't gonna show you this because I'm ashamed, but I did just have the idea because I'm gonna tell you something. These smoothies have been god awful. They have not tasted good. And I don't know if it's because there's a whole like farm full of veggies in there, or it's because the almond milk isn't sweet, but I'm gonna try to fix it because I gotta get my fruits and veggies in. I'm gonna try to put some sugar in there. I'm sorry. It's who I am. I think that it is gonna taste better and I hate that for myself. I bet that's like 1 teaspoon maybe. So we'll do 2 teaspoons. Moment of truth, did the sugar do anything? You wanna know what? The sugar did everything. That's all it's been. It's not the vegetables. It's not the fact that I don't have enough strawberries. I just live for sugar. I'm just a fat American. Did that work? I don't know. I've always wanted to do that. So, going through a rough edit of 2 days was an actual joke. It was an actual joke because I made it through maybe a rough edit of maybe half of a day. But that's okay. I have a time frame for how long I'm going to be able to edit for today because I really do want to hit the gym because I need some sort of redemption from how hard it was last time. Let's check how much time I actually do have. I have 20 minutes at the gym. I have 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna do like a quick, hard 15 minutes of exactly what I did last time, but like go really, really hard for the full 15 minutes, try to take as little breaks as possible, and do maybe 3 movements and see how many times I can get through those 3 movements. And I'm gonna do it mic'd up because life is more fun with a friend, and that way I can chat with you throughout. Flora essay. I'm gonna start a 15-minute timer. I'll get to it. I try to tell myself to just keep moving. We'll do water after every set. I have 10 minutes left. 2 sets in 5 minutes. 10 straight. I'm getting a call from my job. I'm outside. That sucks. Okay, so I might as well talk about this now. I've been talking recently in my videos about how I'm just like taking a break from working right now. So I'm on this 3-week break in Panama. I'm not in a big rush to have a job when I get back, but it would be nice. And I have a home health job that was just trying to call me so I could do an interview with them. And for some reason they can't reach me. That's okay. Hopefully I can connect with her tomorrow, if nothing else. So that's gonna be the end of the workout because that was the rest of the time I had. It is a good thing that I was trying to do it so fast because I got through a whole nother set than I did the other day when I wasn't trying to do it fast. But I'm gonna go upstairs, clean up a little bit, clean my body up a little bit, and then try to hurry up and do some homework in the hour I have left before we go to class. No, I'm so sorry. I have my family call me on WhatsApp, people, but I sometimes hear that they have a hard time reaching me, but so happy that you were available. Okay, so what happened with that was that she called me back, and for some reason when she calls me, she just keeps getting beep, 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 number not in service. My number absolutely is in service. The call went well, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna send me an offer. The job seems semi-hard for home health, but honestly, for tax reasons, I need to work at home, and I just kind of want to get that over with so I don't have to work in Virginia anymore. So if she sends over an offer, I will 100% take it. Y tenemos 10 minutos. Está bien.
Yes.
If you want to take the metro. Okay, I'm going to try to record as much as I can today. We're going to try to take the metro for the first time. We have usually, for the most part, we've been just walking to class, but it's a 30-minute walk and this humidity is freaking insane. And so the walk is still probably gonna be like 20 minutes, but the metro splits it up. Like 10 minutes, take the metro, other 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to record what I can, but I don't wanna stick out more than I already do. And this is going to make me stick out and be even more of a target than I already am. But yeah, here's us taking the metro and we'll see how this goes. You wanna go down here? Okay. para clase. Gracias. I'm on a break. I didn't bring my mic. Brought Oreos down. But right before my class ended, or like right before I went on my break, I decided I should talk to my professor just about him. Because I feel like sometimes that's the best way to learn, just sit and talk. And he told me before he was from Cuba. So I asked him, I was like, if you're okay with it, and I asked you, why did you leave Cuba? Was it for just because you wanted to come to Panama, or was it because of, like, is Cuba not safe? And excuse my ignorance, because I know I'm being ignorant about this, but I don't know the specifics of it. And so he told me, he was like, yeah, no, it's because Cuba isn't safe. He was explaining that Cuba's actually only 90 miles, I think he said, from the tip of Florida. And I was like, oh, wow. So why not Florida? I mean, I figured because, like, it probably was illegal to some degree to go to Florida, but I kind of wanted to hear a little bit more of the details. And he said, yeah, I can't legally come to Florida. And I was a little confused. So I was like, can't you seek asylum? But he explained, he was like, I can seek asylum, or like I can be a refugee in Panama. The government allows me to do that, but in America, I can't. He said, yeah, you used to be able to. And I was like, oh, is that before our current president? And he said, not exactly. It was a couple years ago. And I said, okay, so with Biden, could you? And he said, no. He said the first time Trump was in office, so right before Biden, that's when he made it so that Cubans couldn't seek asylum. Yeah, so since then, even though Florida is literally 90 miles away from Cuba, he comes all the way to Panama. And that's just so unbelievable to me. Like, we come to these countries, and I realize I'm in such a privileged position that I can come here and sit and learn English, and there are people here who are seeking refuge. And so I always have a hard time with that, like feeling like I shouldn't be here, just frolicking and bebobbing around when people, like, this is people's real life and it's not all fun and games for them. At the same time, I have the means to be better at Spanish and, like, educate myself and learn more about these things and come to these countries, because I don't feel like the United States gives us nearly enough of an education about things outside of our own country. And so I feel like part of my part that I do is just simply educating myself, so I'm not walking around ignorant when I learn that Cubans are in Panama and wondering why they're coming all the way to Panama and not to Florida. I'm just so grateful that he was willing to share that with me, because sometimes his class isn't my favorite, and I sort of feel like he challenges me enough, and I'm just like, this man literally got here, he said 3 months ago, just seeking refuge from Cuba. He has 2 jobs. He's a tutor, he teaches thesis, and he also teaches Spanish. And it's like, Kayla, give him a freaking break. Like, how privileged of me to be like, I want you to teach me better, I don't like the way you teach. And he's here trying to build a better life for himself. And so I wanted to have that conversation with him and get to know him better. And so I'm just grateful that he was willing to do that. Killed it. But Devin, why do we have baby cockroaches? Why? I just killed my second cockroach in here, and it's just the most disgusting thing ever. And I try to tell myself it's okay. It was like a little baby cockroach, and I know what a baby cockroach looks like. It's not an ant, it's not a gnat, its antennae are so long. I can see its little legs. And there was a mama in here another night. I've tried to deny its existence, but it existed. I think it was the second night that we were here. I went into the bathroom and looked to my left. He looked at me, and I looked at him. He looked at me, and I looked at him. And I screamed and I ran out and I said, Devin, there's a cockroach. And I've tried to forget that night. Anyways, it's time to make dinner. We went to the store after class. We also went to McDonald's after class, and McDonald's was jumping. And you know, in McDonald's, there was someone there who was clearly from the US, and I feel like they were just being so embarrassing. I feel like this is why people from other countries don't like us. She's sitting at McDonald's. Mind you, like I said, McDonald's was jumping. McDonald's was freaking packed. packed to the brim. Somebody she's talking to on the phone is outside for her, and she's clearly annoyed. She's like, oh, this is taking forever. She's looking at the employee. She's like, he's being too slow. He didn't look to be understanding her, but regardless, she's sitting there insulting his friend, his coworker, being like, he's being too slow, and at the counter just rushing them to go, 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 annoyed that they can't understand what she's saying. And it's like, you are the one in the wrong here. You came to their country not being able to speak their language. Don't be mad that they don't speak your language. Don't be mad that you have to wait in the line like every other person. And this is why people don't like us in other countries, because she was just dead wrong. She was so wrong. But anyways, enough about her. I actually had the best day. I had such a good day. I was low-key dreading going to class today. 4 hours is just a really long time. I was starting to wonder if I felt like it was truly beneficial to me to be in class for that long, or if I was kind of taking away the benefit of being able to speak with people out in the street, because for all the 4 hours I'm in class, I lose the time where I could be out mingling with other Panamanians and getting to hear the language in real time. But today was wonderful. I got to learn so much about my first teacher. So that was cool, because like, I feel like I always get like a little nervous to vlog. It just puts a little extra pressure on me, or it doesn't put the extra pressure on me. I put the extra pressure on me. I just always stress myself that my day is not gonna end up being interesting enough. Yeah, and I have a hard time just being chill, but that's just me in general. So yeah, I felt like a little bit of stress today about the whole vlogging thing, and it was just such a good sign for me to just pick up the camera and freaking do it. Like, there are always a million reasons to not do it. There are always a million things that could go wrong, but usually what happens with the day that I vlog is exactly what happened today. Like, I end up just loving it and having the best day, and now I know that this is something I'm going to be able to look back on and see how my time in Panama was when I lived there for 3 weeks, because how freaking cool is that? So today has just been such a great reminder to me to just do it. Oh God, oh my God. Sorry, excuse me, I just had to kill another giant ant. What I was saying was, I'm definitely planning on vlogging more of my time here. I'm excited to just continue to explore for the next 3 weeks, continue to learn some more Spanish. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you made it to this point in the video, drop a little like airplane emoji in the comment. I was gonna say a Panama emoji, a Panama flag emoji, but I feel like that might be a hard thing to find if you don't know what the Panamanian flag looks like. If you do, drop it, impress me. And as always, I will see you very, very soon in another video. Bye.